Hey everybody, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, and I'm here to bring you your weekly general read for the week 20th to the 26th of April. I am working with my Sacred Geometry Healing cards. The link will be below to where they can be purchased, as well as my vibrational elixirs, liquid alchemy in a bottle. And you can look up what they are all about on my website as well. The other thing I'd like to talk about briefly is that I ran an amazing workshop on the weekend. It was a 3-hour workshop on Zoom, excuse me, based on my cards. It's a guide to working with the Sacred Geometry Healing cards. I'm actually going to bring another workshop, the same workshop again next month, because it was really successful. So as soon as I have the date set, I will be bringing that as well, and I will put the link below. If it's not from this week, it will definitely be on next week's link. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, it will be somewhere around there anyway, even Instagram. Okay, so let's get into the reading for the week. So can I please have some cards for April? God, I nearly said August. April 20th to the 26th. How is everybody going as well with this isolation? How are you feeling? Are you finding that the creative juices are flowing and you're getting a lot coming through for you? Oh, there goes something. Excuse me. Okay. We've got a couple cards out. They've just fallen. Oh, and there are way too many cards. So I'm just going to shuffle, grab a couple more cards. Yeah, oh, here we go again. They're all flying out now. Okay. All right. So let's start. Okay. The first card to come out is Harmony, and this card has really been at the forefront for me of late as well. This card represents the Taurus, and which you can see as the shape here. And the Taurus is a representation of perfect flow and centeredness. It is actually nature's way of creating and sustaining life, what we are looking at here when we look at this, the Taurus, and this particular shape is around everything, every living thing. Behind it is a cymatic of the 432, and the cymatics are all about the study of visible sound. The 432 frequency is the universal frequency, and why this is so imperative right now is that it is so important to be in tune, to be in balance on all levels of mind, of body and soul, because it's all about nurturing, balancing, healing, and we really need this right now, because there's just been so much fear and so much anxiety that has been flying around with this COVID-19, and we need to come back to center, come back to back into balance. So my recommendation is, and I've been meditating to it pretty much every day, is finding yourself a really good 432 frequency on YouTube. YouTube is a brilliant place to find so much of your music, and I would be popping on some headphones, or just sitting listening to it as you're doing some work or walking or whatever it may be, and you really will find that you will start to feel a lot calmer, more centered, more balanced within yourself. Second card to come through is the Joy card, and this is really about us creating our own, our own joy, our own happiness. Being in isolation as we've been in, now, has made us have to rethink and redo things on such different levels. And, it's still so, we can still find the joy in everything that we do. And I actually want to use the word gratitude as well. But it has to first and foremost come from within ourselves. And, even I can, I'll speak for myself, what I've really seen. It's really made me rethink how I'm bringing my business to the world and how I need to teach. And it's showing me in so many different ways. It's also showing me how important it is just to want to spend my time with my family as well at the moment, and put, me and my family first, and then everything else starts to fall, in particular for myself, into place even better. And specifically, especially with my work, because I'm allowing myself the time to think rather than have to go, 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 go. And it is actually bringing me a lot of joy. If you look at the middle shape, within it is the orange icosahedron, and this particular shape is the orange because I created it to be more around the sacral center, and our sacral center is our birthing center for women. It's a literal birthing center, but it's our birthing, it's our creativity, and it's our nurturing. And that's another such an important thing to do right now is to nurture self and find that joy, the love. The octahedron around it is all about the heart. This is all about nurturing and, that heart space as well. The next card that had fallen out is rebirth. And, well, this really is a time, and we are all going through this transformation right now. It's really, this COVID really, in many ways, and I can't speak to everyone, which is why it's a general read, but you will find that this is really bringing through the death. And I don't necessarily mean we're not talking the physical death. I mean, that's going to happen at any point in time regardless, but it is the death it's the end of a cycle, is what I'm trying to say. It's an end of a cycle because life is all about cycles. It's all about renewal, and it's from death, birth, rebirth. And as I said, yes, it can be physical, but for most people, it's like the death card in when we look at the tarot deck. It's about new beginnings, it's rebirth. And what's happening is that we're going from that old, leaving behind the old. We're shifting from the old paradigm into a new paradigm, and we're working at such different levels. We're seeing that, the old ways at which we were doing things, whether it be on a personal level, whether it be on a business level, is really starting to change. Relationships are changing because you realize, what, life's too damn short. This is a time for really living and to make the most of how we are doing things, and making the most of every day. So for many, we are going through at rebirth. It is a conscious shift that we are actually experiencing, because we are going through that awakening phase, and more are going through it at we'll be going through it faster than others, but it is happening. There is a spiritual awakening happening for so many people right now. And what's really important is that we learn to ground this energy that is coming through. We're grounding it, we're anchoring it, because we're making it possible. We're making it a definitive. It is a definite, and we can anchor it in so we can use those energies. I'm just going to draw a couple more cards. So, can I have a couple more cards? Okay. And this one works a little bit with the joy card if we're looking at the structure of what the orange icosahedron that's inside. So we're nurturing, we're creating, we're going to give birth to concepts and ideas, and that hexahedron is creating the foundation of what we're here to nurture, to create. What is it that you're working on now? Have you got some new ideas, new concepts that you're ready to anchor in? Because we're anchoring as we're going through these new radical shifts right now. Oop, nearly lost the card. here, and we're giving birth to new ideas, new concepts. And this is what this is as well. It's about what you are bringing to life now. What are you working on behind the scenes? What are you going to give birth to as well? Yeah, really nice cards, really nice cards. I'm going to draw another card. Can I have one more card to end the reading, please? For the week 20th to the 26th of April. Feeling so much more calm this week. I'd like to know how you're all feeling, but I know it's only Monday, but I'm feeling that calmness just reading these cards. I just feel a lot of calm, a lot of, I am feeling the balance. I really am. And, you know, I also create, I actually just sold it, so I had it on my table, but I actually create an elixir in the 432 frequency, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it works really well as well with, this is protection. It's a bit hard to see in this light. No, you can't see it. But protection and the 432 frequency works so well together. And you know what? This card has just come through the labyrinth. And you know what? It's time to walk your talk as we've gone through this major shift. These major shifts that are coming through. It is now time to walk your talk as, you know, you're working out what it is, what foundations you want to create for yourself now, what you are bringing through, your creative ideas. You know what? It's time. It's time, and I think we all know that so many of us are going to be coming through with new concepts, new ideas, within our businesses, within our relationships. And you know what? It's really time to walk your talk. Reflect on where you've been, you know, because that allows us gratitude as well. It's to bring in the gratitude of everything we have experienced in our lives, the negatives, the positives, because it is what and who make, you know, it's what makes us today the person we are, and gives us the strength and the knowledge to go through as we rebirth into that next phase of our own reality. And what so many of us are doing is we are going, as we go through that shift of consciousness, what it is doing is it's awakening that spirituality within us, so we're able to actually work from a very different level of being now, and you know, to pull ourselves out from those bottom frequencies and bring ourselves up to those higher frequencies. And you know, as we're doing that, we're also going to be lifting the frequency of Mother Earth, and that is absolutely beautiful as well. And by doing that, we can bring in the harmony, we can bring in that joy as well in doing so, and the peace and the health that comes with it. So that is beautiful, beautiful. Just, yeah, bottom of the deck is surrender. And when we surrender to the unknown, when we surrender to what is out of our control, what it allows us is to open up so many new doorways, so many new pathways, if we just allow it to occur. So have a wonderful week wherever you are, and I look forward to speaking with you next week. Bye for now.